Not only is proper football back, but so is the legend that is Super Kev, Super Kevin Campbell. Fridays would never be the same without his live fan Q&A. I hope you have all come prepared because the main man is back and it's Liverpool versus the Arsenal. Come on, Gunners. Here we go.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please stand clear of the discussion doors. The next stop is Highbury Squad.
We made it to another Friday, everybody. Here we are, Highbury Squad Central, Monday through Friday. Even during an international break of 10 plus days, we have kept you entertained and contained. Well, somewhat. Back in the studio today is my podcast brother from another mother, Mr. Super Kev, Super Kevin Campbell.
Squaddies and Super Soulf, how you doing? Good to be back in the country. Good to be back on the Highbury Squad. And I hope the Squaddies are ready because it's going to be a good one. At ease, Squaddies.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Dennis. Hi, Swedish Guna. Dennis says the dynamic duo. We are back. Good evening, everyone. We got Liz. We got Swedish Guna. We got Taib. We got Mo. We have everyone in the house. We got Tammy. We got Temp. We got everybody in the house, Super Kev. They have missed you.
Well, I've missed you all.
I kind of like it, though. You know, they missed those hungry eyes. James did well last night, by the way.
Good.
Okay.
I hope you've got your squad for me.
I do.
Good.
Shall I put it up at the end? I think we'll put it up at the end.
At the end, yeah.
But we miss these hungry eyes, you know.
Remember what that was for? Oh, no, I'm going to do the Squaddies. There you go.
Let us know where in the world you are, of course, and where you are listening. It wouldn't be the right show without sharing Super Kev's hungry eyes. Listen, Kev, big weekend for the Arsenal. Big weekend for the Gunners going to Anfield. Huge weekend for Arsenal women as well, playing Man United. The Arsenal universe is alive and well. Top of the table in the Women's League and just a few points off that top four. Can the Arsenal do this? Let's just get straight into it. Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to waste any time tonight. You know why? We've got the legend back and he's already ready for you. But are you ready for him? Let's go.
Hi, Squaddies. Straight into Kev Says. Question number one. Salute you all. Let's get into it. Question one. How significant is this game at Anfield against Liverpool tomorrow? Question one.
Well, I think it's huge. And Guna Vettel, we've all been suffering from Kev withdrawals, as has Dennis, as has everyone. Salute from Ashton. Good evening from Sweden. Everyone in the world, wherever you are, it is always a Dicky Bow on Friday because Kev records on a Thursday. So fantastic. Let's do this, shall we? I'm just going to get straight into everyone's comments. So if you look like you belong on the cover of a hip-hop album. Guess who's back? Back again.
Da-da-da.
Super Kev's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do this. Romy says it's important, but it's not the most important in regards to results. I kind of disagree with that, Kev. Shall I keep them coming?
Well, you can do, but it's important, but not the most important. Well, the results, what's important, isn't it?
I think so. Tammy says, huge, we can go top four. Harvey says, performance-wise, I find it the most important. True says, it's huge for both clubs. And let's be honest, Liverpool have to win this game too, Kevin. It's 100%. Not just us.
100%. Look, there's pressure playing for both clubs. Liverpool have set a standard that they've got to live up to, Soph. And Arsenal are starting to hit a little bit of form, bit of consistency. We're not where we want to be. We understand that. But we're going into this game with a bit of optimism. Let's be honest. We've got a back five back there who we fancy. Do you know what? I'd like to see them against this Liverpool attack because we nullify them, Soph.
Stop it, Kev. Stop getting me excited. I don't want to get overly excited. Okay, I'm going to keep myself down. Okay, Pierce says it's massive. Johnny Boy says very, very, very. Let's see. Statement game for sure from Mo. Martin says, once in a few years, we get a chance to put ourselves back at the top table. Brian says, Super Kev, so for me, I'm keeping a keen eye on our defense and how we cope with Liverpool. This is a huge test. You're playing against the hottest player in football right now, let's be honest. And Mane, back from injury, how convenient, of course. Let's say Harvey says, performance-wise, I find it most important.
Why? Why is it just performance-wise? What happens if we don't perform
and we get a result?
We get a result?
Yeah. Stephen says, need to win or draw to sure we can compete with the best. I know what he means there.
Yep.
GD says, our season is not defined on a trip to Anfield.
No one said it is. Well, I said the significance has a difference, not defined. What is the significance, GD?
Exactly. Matty K wants it made to clear to everybody.
You.
To
he's
me,
around the corner.
He's literally around the corner from where I am right now, and I love that. Hi, Matty. He should be in a pub along Huntington Beach right now, watching the ocean waves crashing. But he's here and he's listening. Salim says the most important game so far to define it is a good run or an awakening. Okay. Last night on the show, James said it's a free hit, and I completely disagreed with this venomously, Super Kev. Can you let me know, is there ever a free hit in football?
Never.
In golf, when you play golf with your mates, you can take a mulligan. But when Rory is playing at the Masters, can he take a mulligan?
There is no free hits. There are none. Free hit? How is it a free hit? Don't be stupid, JJ. Come on. Free hit. It's the Arsenal against Liverpool. History tells you there's so much riding on this game. Let's be brutally honest. They want to stick it to us. We want to prove ourselves to them. And it's at their patch where we haven't got the best record. This is significant as far as I'm concerned. And free hit with the pressure that comes with playing for these two clubs. Free hit should be ashamed of themselves. So, free hit.
I was a little kinder to James last night. I never said ashamed, but I did give it, Kevin. I'm glad that you feel the same way.
Should be ashamed of yourself to even mention free hit. Nothing's free in this game. Nothing.
Craig says, very significant. We haven't won there since September 2012. In fact, let me take this moment to read some stuff to everybody before we move on. The Arsenal, the longest unbeaten run of any side in the Premier League right now. Won 6, drawn 2. 14 games without defeat from August to December in 2018, also under Unai Emery. So Mikel Arteta is on the march. The Arsenal have 6 clean sheets in the last 9 Premier League games. That includes the last 3, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had 4 consecutive clean sheets since May 2005. Liverpool are unbeaten in 9 Premier League games at home. They've won 5. They've drawn 4. They had lost 6 in a row prior to that record. They've ended up drawing the last 2 games after leading, including that Brighton game. They've won the last 5 home matches against the Gunners. And since Jurgen Klopp has taken over, we have only won 1 of 11. Head-to-head, 23 wins for the Liverpool against the Arsenal at over 58 Premier League games, 97 goals scored for LFC, Super Kev, and 72 for the Arsenal. 18 clean sheets for Liverpool, 12 for the Arsenal. If we look at the last 5 games, Liverpool lost 1, drawn 1-1. The Arsenal have won 1-1-1 drawn. So this is where we stand. So Craig, it is very significant because we haven't won there since September 2012. Super Kev, you agree?
Yep. It is definitely significant. I'm going to explain my, obviously, thing at the end. But
all right,
free hits and all this nonsense I keep hearing, so I don't want to hear it. Not on here.
That's for junior school when you play rounders or you have like flag football for the kids. This isn't like,
this is pro football.
Exactly.
Top level.
Tewo says, if we win, it doesn't matter. If we lose GFB, it still doesn't. But how we end the season is what matters. Kev, what I was saying to everybody and the troops on the show last night is there are some turning points in football where you have to show that these games do matter and you do not get a pass. You cannot avoid the fact that you beat Villa, you beat Leicester, you're on this run, you go to Anfield. It's been a poor place for us other than the League Cup win. You've got to put in a performance. You've got to win or at least get a point.
Well, you got to go to win. So if that's what you mean. You've got to go there to win. If you end up with a point, so be it. But the mentality has to be to win. Actually, I'm getting into my thing, and maybe I should just.
I'm going to hold back.
Yeah. I just want to hold back.
Let's just put all these comments up for you. The performance is significant. It really shows how we are to the rest. Completely agree with that. Matthew, shouldn't we just all brace ourselves for the inevitable? And why? No, it's time to change the mindset. Anyway, Kev, massive game for us, but all games are huge for us. Newcastle. Of course.
One game at a time. Come on.
One game at a time. Swedish Guna, it's a great way to see how far we've progressed on the project. Courtney, we shouldn't have a meltdown if we lose. Shawnee, we love you, Sophie. Oh, thank you. I'm just putting these up as they come.
Oh, Sophie, we love you.
As significant as every other game. Kev, can you? No,
there's
not. Tell me there's a
difference. The kid, it's not. So basically, the kid, I know there's still 3 points if you're playing Burnley or Norwich and 3 points against Liverpool. But when you go to your big club rivals, it isn't just another game.
Right.
It is not just another game. There's so much riding on it, and it's live. There's a lot of people, Sophie, who want to see Arsenal. Everybody's watching. They've heard about Arsenal. Arsenal are improving. They're doing this. They see the results.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting into my thing, Soph.
I
can't help it. I can't help it.
Super Kev, let me stop you. How can I stop you? Maybe I can stop you with, I don't know. Just stop. 1 second. Here we go. Gunnar Vettel, very important. It will show where we are in terms of how we play against the best sides in Europe. Liz wants to know where Matty K is. He's around the corner from me in Huntington Beach. Mo says beating Liverpool at Anfield is massive. It is massive. Matty K says it's not the end of the world if we lose. It'll be a bonus, that's for sure. This is the mentality I want fans to get out of. So last night, Kev, when I started percolating my thoughts and I said, no, there's no hit. It's not a free hit. Mm-hmm. You cannot accept that. This is where we show the evolution under Arteta, under Edu's Arsenal, under this new DNA culture and regime. We've got to keep fighting. We've got to start getting results against these top teams. We did it against Chelsea twice last season. Mm-hmm. We've been able to do it against Manchester United. We've only done it against Manchester City in the FA Cup. We've got to start translating that into the Premier League. And Liverpool, who we beat in the Community Shield, and we had a great result in Project Restart. How amazing would it be to evolve that trajectory, Kev, and get a win at Anfield? I mean, this is where we need to start pushing our football club towards. And then a few fans started saying to me, oh, listen to Soph, she start laying the seeds for when she can rip the team if we lose against Liverpool. No. I just think it's time for us to start getting results against teams like Liverpool.
we're Arsenal. We're the Arsenal. And when we go to Anfield, many times we've been there and we never gave ourselves a chance. Let's be honest. We would hope we'll get something, Soph. But realistically, we know we're not nowhere near as strong as they were. Now we're going in thinking, you know what, we've got to defend. I want our defense. I'm getting into a bit of my thing now. I want our defense to have to get some respect.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get respect in this league? You got to shut down the best.
Like
You
10
got to
step.
beat the best. You got to shut them down, and you got to win. We went to Leicester, and I'm not saying Leicester's the best, but they have got a very good forward line. They brought on Lookman and Barnes and everyone.
And
Paxton
Tillemans is
Daka.
on fire.
They brought them all on. Couldn't break us down. Good team performance. Defensively, we were good second half. And when it mattered, incredible save from Ramsdale in the first half and was excellent in the second half. That's a team performance, Sophie. Can we do it at Anfield? That's the significant part of what we're trying to do now.
Exactly. This is why I think this comment is important. Earn the respect. This is the only way we're going to do it if we get results. People will take us much more seriously and start fearing us, start planning for us in different ways, combating what we're doing in different ways, even looking at us differently in the tunnel. Before we were this soft, weak sauce team where people would look across at us and say, the boys are here.
Easy.
The men will take over. Easy. Exactly. Sophie, what's your business with Liverpool needing the game or not? I don't know what you mean. Liverpool need to win this game. They just lost to West Ham. Are you serious?
100%. You don't want to drop any further down than the others. No chance. So
Fala
you have
says-
to get the. Well, are Liverpool title contenders, yes or no? If
100
they are, they have to win their home games, right? So that's the pressure in itself.
Kev, I said to you a few weeks ago on this show, they're the best team in Europe right now, and they were the best team in Europe. They lost to West Ham. You think they're going to want to get a negative result?
On the spin.
Come on,
not
really?
win 2 games on the spin.
Reggie says pundits think it's a free hit, but this is a ginormous
Yes.
game.
Oh, gymongous game.
Whichever, to give the youngsters confidence, 100%. Okay, let's get down to some of these. Peter, we have to keep the Anfield crowd quiet. Liz says, I just want us to be in the game at halftime. This is like Highlander. There can only be one. Rich says, it's everything. Our performance is what matters. Focus, compete for the full 90 minutes. Mr. Waffles, it's Liverpool. It's always massive.
Very true, Mr. Waffles. Very true.
AB Phil says, finally a show live, 1:34 a.m. here in India. Oh, big up. Boom, boom, boom. Well done, India. Taib says, let's be optimistic, shall we? Kev, nothing to be proud. What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? Does he want another yellow card? I don't know.
I don't understand what he means.
Yeah, let's be optimistic, shall we, Kev? Nothing to be proud of. He's being facetious is what he's doing. You know? This is what he's...
Optimistic, nothing to be proud of. What's he talking about?
I don't know. He can explain himself.
Explain yourself, Taib.
300 in live chat right now. I'm trying to get through all these comments.
Hit the like button, come on.
It's likely to be one. Party could play, so could Thiago. I'll take Party over Thiago all day long right now. The best defense against the best forward line. Who wins this? That's an interesting one, Stephen, because you know what? A lot of people do not give us credit for being the best defense in the league right now. And also I read the stats. Right now we have the longest unbeaten run of any side in the Premier League. I said that out loud. The Arsenal Football Club have the longest unbeaten run of any side in the Premier League.
It's a nice ring to it, Soph.
Doesn't it? Martin says if we can beat...
Is that not something to be proud of, Soph? For Taib?
Yeah, I just tasted the humble pie out of the oven just to make sure that it was on a lukewarm...
Did you get a smell of it?
I did. And it's Thanksgiving next week, so there's lots of pies in the house, Super Kev, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Trevor says life does not depend on it. Will show how far we've come this season. See, I think these excuses need to stop. It is the time now, Kevin. It is the time now. Pramod says this is the real test for our back five. They'll define if we end up in top four. Martin says it's a results business. We are winning this. Harvey, well, if we're going to get a result there, we need a good performance. Kev. Elliot Roberts says this is a litmus test, not a season definer. Peter says it's significant. Interesting to see how we do mentally. The Simpsons. It's huge. It'll let us know if Aubameyang and Lacazette are the best choice against a back four. Since they started playing together, they have played against a back three only. Kev?
Yeah, well, look, back three, back four, 2v2. Our strikers are 2v2. That's what you got to look at. You know? 2 centre halves versus 2 strikers.
This is the one for me.
Are wide.
Kev, this is the one for me. Taiwo and a few others. It's the respect. Are we going to get more respect?
Listen, you play the game and you dig in there. Do you know what we got to do, Soph? We got to punch them in the mouth, Sophie.
Yes, Super Kev.
Sophie.
Get some shitty samurai freaking Brock the neck shit up right now.
Sophie, we got to punch them in the mouth time and time and time again. Right? That's what we got to do, because let's have it right, Soph. This is Land of the Giants. This is the big boys. This is the big boys now. We want to get back on our perch, don't we? If we want to get back on our perch, we've got to throw some haymakers, Soph. And let people see us do it. It's important.
What is this from Ashton? It's more important that we get results against the other 17 teams than it is if we beat the likes of Liverpool. But to show performance that we're closing the gap. Ashton? What?
Maybe what he's trying to say, Soph, is he doesn't want to just rely on this result and not get results against the others. But we've been getting results against the others, and people have been poo-pooing it, haven't they? It's only this, it's only that, it's only Burnley, it's only Crystal Palace. Then Crystal Palace go to Man City and beat Man City. You don't hear anybody say anything about that.
Exactly. If we get a result that's a slap to all those so-called pundits and yes, Rezai, absolutely 100%. Guna Vettel, 100%. Free hit is only allowed in fantasy football. Stephen Foot, it's all right. You're allowed because you came up with the squaddie's name, so you get a free pass. Agree, no free hits. The points add up at the end of the season. All right, we're 23 minutes in on the first question, but Kev, there's tons. Not that important or significant. Cliff. What? Time for you to brock some next, Casey.
Yeah, well.
All right. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Let's move on to question 2, and I will put more comments up. You're listening to the Highbury Squad. It's Kevin Says. I'm trying to talk as little as I can today and just get your comments up. Super Kev is back. Here we go.
Question 2, by the way. What would a clean sheet represent for this Arsenal team at Anfield? There ain't many teams who get a clean sheet there. So what would it represent for this Arsenal team to get a clean sheet at Anfield tomorrow? Question 2.
I mean, that would be massive, Kev. I think everyone heard my stat. The Arsenal have 6 clean sheets in their last 9 Premier League games, and that includes the last 3. The last time we had 4 consecutive clean sheets was in May 2005. Pap says a clean sheet equals consistency in the back five. Craig says a clean sheet would make a bold statement. Very nice pun. I like that.
Like it. I like
Very
it. Play
clever,
on
Kev.
words. Yes.
Very
like
clever.
It.
Let's see. Is this a Chelsea fan in the house? We love rival fans in the house. Place five in Premier League is a good result for the Arsenal. The mentality is low. Chelsea only care about trophies. Well, so do we. We've won 4 FA Cups in the last 6 years. Granted, you've won a couple Champions League and the Super Cup, but I would say that the Arsenal have done just fine when it comes to silverware, Super
And so,
Kev.
did we not beat Chelsea a couple of times in those FA Cups?
I do believe 2017, and let me check my calendar. That's right, 2020.
There you go. So have some of that, Chelsea.
Oh, hello, Curtis. How are you? Good to see you. Clean sheet would represent a miracle.
Well, we do know wonders do happen, Curtis. You know that, bruv. Wonders do happen.
Cliff says it would represent a bloody miracle. Mo says a clean sheet means Arsenal wins 1-0 tomorrow. Martin says clean sheet could be celebrated like a trophy. Boy, clean sheet at Anfield would mean we can lock anyone out. Pierre means progress. Dennis would be huge. We're not going to talk about Xhaka right now. I want results against the teams we're supposed to beat, Soph, because that's our biggest problem. Right. So what you said earlier was kind of nonsense then, Ashton, because you were kind of poo-pooing the idea of you can beat everyone else, but if you don't beat Liverpool or Chelsea or Man City, it's okay. It's not important. You know? That's the old difference. Tem says it's absolutely massive. It will boost Rams, goats, good confidence and silence the pundits. Colin says, how beautiful a sight would it be to see Gabriel pocket the Egyptian king? That would be amazing. Boy says 7 clean sheets over the next 10 games, KC. Remember that I told you it was coming. Everyone making their voices heard. Amira says a clean sheet would force everyone who doubted us, our summer signings, to finally put some respect on our defence. Hold tight,
on our team, not just defence.
Hold tight, Curtis Shaw TV and the Highbury Squad. Cliff says, this is a message to the Chelsea geezer about the old trophy comment. I think if we get a clean sheet, our defence will get respect from the rest of the league the way we respect our defence. Jenny thinks the young guns will be up for it. I think you're right, Jenny. These are the games. These are the ones. We all care about trophies and glory. Of course, Shady says we should go there, play our game, keep it simple and just do the basics. Fala says a clean sheet for the Arsenal against one of the best attacking forwards in Europe shows we have a title-winning defence. Keep them coming in. Woody Wood. Sorry.
Oh, you've set her off now, Woody. Woody Wood, you've set her off. Jeez. Come on,
so stupid. I would have a Woody Wood tomorrow if we kept a clean sheet. I'm just going to move further down.
Oh, God. Would you really? Oh, jeez. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Would mean Arteta in. Fine. What's wrong with that? If he succeeds, we succeed. You love your club.
That's what we want, isn't it? A winning team. Isn't that what we want?
So, I'm so sorry. I was so childish.
You're still thinking about him before, weren't you?
So stupid. Okay. Raul, I've stressed that Liverpool have scored 31 goals, the most in the league. So clean sheet. Yeah, that's what Kev is saying. How much of a insane
what does it represent?
Would that be?
Yeah, what would a clean sheet? Just think about this. We do know that Liverpool are free flowing, they're free scoring. What would it represent for us to shut them out, shut them down at Anfield tomorrow? What does it represent? Big, man.
Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Love it. Love it. Mo says if we get a clean sheet, it would make the lads feel they're contenders. 100%. 100%. I know. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Kev, you look younger every time. They want to know your skincare routine. No, I don't like wood. Absolutely not. You know me. You know where I stand. Woody Woodpecker. It's funny, Kev. It's funny. I know.
Woody Wood's laughing. Did you see that?
Yeah. Okay. Rupert says this is progress. We're talking about potential clean sheet at Liverpool. Thank you, Rupert. Like people are kind of.
Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that.
And if we did, they're going to find an excuse for why. Oh, Andy Robertson wasn't playing. Oh,
Salah was off. Salah was off. He weren't himself.
Yes. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, let's get to this one from Fowler. Clean sheet would send shockwaves. I agree. He's
read my end of my notes.
All right. Well, then let's get to the last one, shall we?
I love that.
Okay, cool. I'll keep putting up the comments from question 2. Here's Kev's rap and his question 3.
Question number 3 in the bonus. Would you start either Pepe or Martinelli in this game? Who would you start? So let's do the recap. How significant a game is this for this Arsenal squad? Number 2, what would a clean sheet represent? And number 3, would you start Pepe or Martinelli in this game? Got plenty to prove, both players. Martinelli's energy, Pepe's ability. Would you start either of them? Anyway, listen. Let's connect. Chop it up. I'll deal with you guys. If you need dealing with, behave yourself. Take good care. And Sophie, let's get it going. Let's get moving. All the best, everybody. Take good care. I salute you. And at ease!
When I heard that the other morning when I
Did
woke
it wake
up.
you up?
I was laying in bed and I'm like just checking my KC messages and I'm like, whoa, I'm up, I'm ready for the day. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Let's just take a wee breather in the moment before we get all of your next comments up and your questions and stuff like that. There are 400 of you in live chat.
Come on, guys. You know what to do. Do a Vinny. Hit it. Nut it. Touch it. Smash it. Caress it. Just get the like button over. If you ain't that lot down the road, you know the score. You know the score. Broke it up, but don't break it.
I love it. All right. So, Kev, let's get to the answer for this. This was the one when I heard the questions that I thought would get an interesting response from the squaddies.
One. Who would you? Yeah.
Okay. So let me just, GM starts for me. Let's go back up to the very, very top. Okay, here we go. So this was the clean sheet. So let me get to the next. Okay, GM starts for me. Arnie says Ramsdale will keep a clean sheet, of course. Pepe on the counter. No, it's ESR, I think he means. EST is Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Ian says, yes, Klopp had the excuses out after the Hammers defeat. Arsenio says, Martinelli, Pierre. No, Saka and ESR start with Oba and Laka. I'm just going to put these up. You guys can read them. Temp.
Yeah. No, keep the
Martin.
winning team as is. Yeah.
Kev,
but the key is if you had to choose one, if one was going to start, that's the point of this. If one's going to start, who would it be out of? Would it be Pepe or would it be Martinelli?
I think based on previous performance, I'd say Pepe for me. Martinelli is a super sub opportunity. 20 minutes to go. We need a goal. bring bring Martinelli on. But in terms of having played against Liverpool and done a bit of a number on them in a couple games,
Yep.
I would say Pepe. Boy says I'd start Martinelli, not Pepe. But why would ESR and Saka not be starting? Kev's not saying that. He's saying if. It's the what if game.
Yeah. You know, normally earlier on in the week, there was Ober's injured, Partey's injured.
Correct.
We don't know who's going to play. We don't know. The team ain't going to say they're fit. We have to see when the team comes out tomorrow. But if one of them were to be playing, who would it be?
Also, Kev, I think what I said to James on the show the other night, and I think I mentioned this to you on Monday Madness, was how long have the Arsenal been craving the opportunity to have a team that picks itself? But when you did pose these questions, there was the rumor about Partey, there was a rumor about Ober, like you said. So, and also against Liverpool away, Arteta also doesn't want to overexhaust the 11 that picks itself. You know, you have Tierney potentially that could come in for Nuno. You have Sambi and Maitland-Niles as a twist. You've got Pepe, who could potentially come in on either flank, depending on what Arteta wants to do and how he wants to set up this team. I'll continue putting up these comments. I think Arsenal fans right now, Kev, because we haven't had that best 11, you know, it'd stick to the best 11 if everyone's fit. And I think you agree with that too, don't you? Yeah.
100%. 100%. But the reason why I asked this question, let me just give you the reason why. Because obviously there was a doubt on Aubameyang. We weren't sure what was going to go on. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, many people have said Pepe, and we know Pepe's contract situation, etc. So does he play? Or does Martinelli play? People want Martinelli, he's talented. We need to give him more minutes. So who starts? That's the question. I totally understand if Aubameyang's fit, the same 11 plays. Totally get that. But let's work on these two players who some would say that they're a bit unlucky that they're not playing. So,
Kev, I think that in this kind of game, these are the types of moments where you're playing against such quality and such brilliance and world class that you're going to need your bench. Not only are you going to need the starting 11, but there's going to come a twist or a tail at some point in the game where the manager has to make a decision and he's going to need his bench. And our bench isn't as weak as it used to be. We're going to have options where we can tactically affect things, but
we could adjust. Yeah.
And we can adjust as long as it's not too late against the Liverpool team, right? So that means don't concede early. Don't go down 2-0 early. Don't be... And I'm going to repost a classic clip quote from Jack Wilshere. I see it's doing the rounds, but he revealed it exclusively on our show months ago where he talked about being 4-0 down with 27 minutes at Anfield thinking, holy shit, only 27 minutes have passed. It could be 7-0 by halftime. Ended up being 5-1. Like, I think, and we hope those Arsenal days are over.
Long gone, hopefully. Touch wood. Come on.
Right. Yeah. All right, so Kev, I'm going to keep putting the comments up, and I'm thinking it's time for you to answer your own questions. And Archangel, he is always on fire.
Yeah, the first one: how significant is this game for Arsenal at Anfield, guys? I think this is the real significant moment for this Arteta regime. Let's have it right. It's the Arteta regime right now. This is a significant moment. From the first international break to now, we are unbeaten. We have improved, especially defensively. And now those Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, Tavares, or Tierney and Rambo in goal. We know that. They've been building their connection. You know, when you get to the end of a game and it's the ultimate, you're the big boss. Here's the big boss. Liverpool at Anfield, it doesn't come any stronger, especially with them mad scousers at Anfield, the 12th man. They're going to be trying everything. This is such a significant moment for this Arsenal team, this young Arsenal team. But you know what, Sophie? This young Arsenal team, they've risen to every occasion so far. They have risen to every occasion, and we go into it feeling a bit better about ourselves. That's why I'm saying I want to have that significant moment where we punch them in the mouth. I think it's important. Go there. You're at Anfield. It's Liverpool, and you're not just sitting back. You're going to have a goal. And they're not going to get supremacy of that midfield. And I want to see a few of them rolling around in pain. Because they're going to try it to us. They are going to try it to us. So for me, this is the most significant moment of Mikel Arteta's regime at Arsenal. This game. People say, oh, but, you know, it's Liverpool, we can lose. Of course we can lose. We know we can lose. But that's not the mindset to have going into it. The mindset has to be, you fight fire with fire, you trust your back five, and you punch them in the mouth multiple times. And if you can get away with the win, you take it. You really take it.
Next.
Right. So then we move on to, what would a clean sheet represent? A clean sheet would represent for this Arsenal, young Arsenal team, let me just say, Sophie, the key to the lock of the Premier League against a Premier League powerhouse who nobody really can stop. Let's be honest. Nobody could stop Liverpool from scoring. A clean sheet for us at their pad, at their patch, says to me, we have got a foundation that's built that can compete with the best. Let's be honest. And I'm not over talking it. I'm being dead and deathly serious about a clean sheet. It represents to us that Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, and Tavares or Tierney or whoever plays there, we are for real. We are legit. We are legit. That's what it represents. And we have been there before. We know what it feels like, but we've forgotten about it. We have forgotten. That's what we need. We need to be legit. We need for people to look and say, do you know what? I won't like playing against the Arsenal side. That's what we need. That is it. We don't like playing against Arsenal. No team should like playing against the Arsenal. Especially we defending from the front. Aubameyang, Lacazette, putting their players under pressure, not just having it nice and easy, biting in midfield and tight at the back and tough and aggressive with their forwards, not getting any chance. This is a big representation of who the Arsenal are and a representation to us fans, us Gooners, that we're coming. So we're legit.
You're legit, Kev. Stop me.
So I think that's the quietest you've been in ages, by the way.
Just keep going. Third one.
Third one, who would you start, Pepe or Martinelli? I've got to say, I would start Martinelli because I truly believe if Martinelli were to play, one, I think he likes the big occasion, and two, his energy is incredible. That's what you need against Liverpool. You need to match them. You need to have energy. You need to be tenacious. And I think Pepe's got the ability, but he's not tenacious enough. So he isn't. I think Martinelli he'll eat raw meat to do well. You know, he will eat raw meat to do well. I think he wants it that much. Klopp has been very complimentary about him, saying he's one of the best youngsters he's seen. So, you know, that gives him a boost. Go out there and do it, Martinelli, if you get a chance. Listen, he might not start, but I think there's an opportunity he might come on. And I'd love to see him do really well with his energy, putting people under pressure. And you know what? Wouldn't it be great, 1-0 to the Arsenal, and somebody from the outside comes in and makes the difference, like a Martinelli, to get a 1-0 victory to the Arsenal? That would be significant to me, Soph. So they really are encapsulated the three parts of my Kev Says this week.
I'm ready for the game.
Yeah, man, what the game? Draw it, Soph.
I don't have anything else to say.
Sophie, do you know something? I've been reading a lot of the comments that are coming up, and the poor me, and we're just not this, and we're just not that. Get rid of that mindset. That old mindset from before is done. We can lose. We know that. It's a game of football. But one thing this team has shown us, they're happy to go and meet head to head. They'll have a go at it. And you know what? That'll do for me. That will do for me. They're not going to lay down and die. And you know what as well? So set pieces might just prove to be quite significant in this game, because West Ham really messed them up set piece wise. Alisson didn't look comfortable. And we got a set piece coach who's a bit of a G. He's a bit of a master at it. So come on, Arsenal, come on.
I just want to hit the end broadcast button right now. I have 410 of you in live chat. If you cannot hit the like button after that moment and what Super Kev had to say, then ask yourself, look in the mirror and say, am I a true gooner? Am I? Just take that little finger and go like this.
Do a Vinny. Hit it.
Do a Vinny. Rock on, Tommy. That's right. Who isn't fired up after that? Why not? Why can't we do this? Years past, we all knew we were walking into a death trap, right? It's kind of like, you know, previously it was a Quentin Tarantino movie where you knew someone was going to end up dying. But this season, it feels like a rock movie where you know going in there's danger, but there's going to be a hero potentially, someone who can save the day. Everyone in this room is a true gooner. And Super Kev, what you just said is not unattainable. It's not unrealistic. It's not pipe dream stuff. It is the next phase of the evolution of this club. And that's what I was saying to James yesterday. No free hits. This is the time. This is the moment.
Get that talk out your mouth. Free hit, talk out your mouth. If we're serious, Soph, if we are a serious football club, all this free hit nonsense, no. We're going in to battle you, whether it's at our place or your place. We're going in it to win. That's the key. Remember, I always said it, cross that white line. That is it. The players have to execute. The players have been executing the game plan. Let's do it. Let's go there and do it. Gonna be tough. Of course it is. You're at their place. But let's go in there and have a punch them in the mouth.
Yeah,
war. Let's see if they like it.
War.
Greeny Man TV, yes.
Yes.
War.
Free hits are for small clubs. Well said, CJ. Yes. Kev, I'm going to put this up for you right now because we're on a roll. We're warlike now. Yes. And then also I'm going to put this up for you because yesterday James had this team. Mm-hmm. This was Mikel's team. Let me get rid of this comment. And I say that with respect. Hold on 1 second. So this is the team he felt that Mikel would pick. Tierney, Gabriel, Rambo, of course, 2.0, White, Tomiyasu, Partey, Lacazette, Lokonga, Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, and Saka. And then he said his team would be Nuno, Gabriel, the rest self-explanatory. And he had Maitland-Niles in midfield, Lacazette, Partey, Smith Rowe, Aubameyang, and Saka. What are your thoughts?
I think Lokonga and Partey will probably start if Partey's fit. If he's not fit, Soph, I don't think they should risk him for the full game. Have him on the bench and bring him on. I think Tavares will start. Possession is 9/10 of the law, Soph. He hasn't been done down that left-hand side. He's had good games. The team have kept clean sheets. Kieran Tierney's got to wait his turn. That's what happens when you're at a club who are successful, who are winning games. That's what happens. You have to bide your time and wait. Mm-hmm. I think Maitland-Niles, if Partey's fit, Partey has to start. That's if he's fit. And I think Lokonga has done enough to partner Thomas Partey in that midfield. And the boy wonders, obviously wide, Lacazette, just off Aubameyang as the spearhead up top. So it's maybe a combination of both, minus one or two players. So
okay. And Mikey says believe. And Mikey, you are 100% correct. And I have the image just for that. You can't see Coach Lasso's face, but let's just say believe. And let's just say we're going to have a very special Ted Lasso guest over the Christmas holidays. Don't say we don't do shit for you here on this show. Kev, I wanted to put JJ's comment up because he's defending his... Where is it? James, if I miss it and I can't find it, can you repost it? But I thought
he's defending his free hit, is he?
He is. He's defending his free hit. Okay, let me bring it up. Here we go. To justify my free hit comment, it's because we've done so well in the last games that it's not the end of the world if we lose. We can go there and show what we can do and get a result.
Sophie, just what you say there, it's a free hit if we lose. No. Can we lose? Of course we can. We can draw, we can lose. I understand that, James. But if you're the Arsenal, you go to win. Not free hit. It's to win. Because you know what, James? I want it all. We're the Arsenal. I want it all. We had it all before. People talk about, are we accepting mediocrity and all this kind of thing? No. But you know, when you see a team start to evolve, why not want it more? Why not want to go to Anfield and beat them up and get the result? And there's nothing free about it because we have to work for it. So I don't want to hear this free hit nonsense. If we lose, we're not going to lose. Can we? Of course we can. But we ain't going to do that. We're going to win. We're going for victory. That's what we have to do. None of this free hit, James. Get that out your vocabulary when you're talking about the Arsenal, mate. Out.
That's 2 standing ovations for Super Kevin Campbell this evening from me. I mean, Kev, just keep talking. I like it. I'm not going to say anything else.
You know what?
Keep going.
Obviously, I've missed you guys. And obviously, I could get in comments now and again, obviously, but I'm doing bits and pieces. So, we are moving. Do you know what I truly believe? I truly believe now that we're starting to see some foundations at Arsenal, people are reluctant to believe. They're reluctant to believe, oh, is it another false dawn? Is it this? Is it that? No, we've seen a team who can go out there and compete and fight and get results. Yeah, and sometimes we don't play well. But let's be honest, Soph. Even the champions against Crystal Palace went out there and didn't perform. It can happen, but you've got to always go with the mindset, we're going to take you out, we're going to beat you up, and we're going to win. Now we've got some of that energy about us in this team. You look from the goalkeeper, you look at the right back, you look at the connection him and Saka have, Tomiyasu and Saka. You look on Tavares and Smith Rowe. You look at the combinations, Gabriel, Lokonga, Ben White, Thomas Partey. We know the connection between Lacazette and Aubameyang. Why shouldn't we be going there, Soph, and having a goal? People talking about a free hit like we're Cambridge. Bollocks. None of that. We're the Arsenal. We go there to win. We go there to win. Salah, Van Dijk, all of them, bring them on. Because we fancy ourselves to beat you. That's it. And we'll take you on and may the best team win. But there's nothing free about it because we have to earn it.
And we have to earn it against this guy. And you know what? We're a different Arsenal now. We are. So what Kev is saying is based on what we see today.
Yeah.
The new DNA culture. The new evolutionary Arsenal with these players who have come in who are young but yet so mature. Ramsdale, Ben White, Lokonga, Nuno. Adding an element to this team that we've never seen before. We've always had weak sauce. Now we've got hot sauce. He's on fire.
Scotch bonnet. We're going to Scotch bonnet them. And you know what? If we beat them, that don't mean we're a better team than them.
No.
So, and that's just maybe what people think. All of a sudden, Kev's losing it. No. But I just truly believe this team need this to have that significance to really propel them forward. People would take us so seriously, winning or getting something there, and with a clean sheet, if we could shut them down, we are legit. I'm not saying we're legit title contenders, but people know this Arsenal defense, they are legit. As a football team, they're legit now. That goes a long way to moving you up that league. Trust me.
I have nothing else to add or say. I don't even want to talk about the Ian Wright Wenger interview now because I'm so here, I don't want to go here. We're going to save that for another day. Super Kev, this is the moment, this is the time, this is the day, this is the weekend. Exactly. Gotcha, legend. Why can't we beat Liverpool? Why can't we get a result at Anfield? Why can we not? You know why? Because we've got a different mentality. This coming from the woman who criticised the manager. Never the new signings, though. On this show, we've always stood by Ramsdale, Ben White, Tomiyasu, Nuno, Sambi. Day one. Me, not so much on Arteta. Kev, yes, on Arteta. Doesn't matter whether you've been here or there, or up here or down there. It's our club. This is the time, this is the moment to get behind them. He does. Should we just bring out the eyes just to round this puppy up? I mean, seriously.
No, it's passion. We've got to be passionate now. Now that we're starting to see things develop. So if we want it all. We want it all. Let's not hide the fact that we want it all, Soph. As fans,
I want it all. I want it all.
As fans and as players, let's not hide the fact we want it all, Soph. Will we get it? We don't know. But you know what? I want it all, Sophie. I miss those times of having it all, Soph. I want it all.
I miss those times too, Kev. I miss those times where before a game I could put £100 bet knowing that I was going to get my money back.
and then some, yeah.
I knew that when we stood in the tunnel, teams would look over at us and be like, shit, so good. You know, it's true passion. Kev, is there anything else you'd like to add? Is there anything else you guys would like to ask Kev before we go? We're 1 hour. I mean, he dropped the mic.
People asking for yellow cards and Johnny Boy makes me laugh, you know. I deserve one, he says.
Kev, people actually said when you drop the mic, Kev, can you just pick it up and drop it again? Because that's how good it was. Kev, what are you doing for the game tomorrow? A few folks are asking in chat. Why don't you let them know about that?
I am doing the game for Astro Supersport, and I am the Arsenal side, and you will never believe who he's going to be for Liverpool. Is the one Jamie O'Hara.
Kev!
And we are on. We're already on a group. No, don't make it stick. We're already on a group, and he's already tried to fire a little shot across. But I just put the wink face on. I don't bite at that nonsense.
Kev, you know I've wanted his tush.
Yeah, but here's the problem. You see, here's the problem, Soph, which is a great problem for me. He doesn't even have a dog in the fight, so.
He's just anti-Arsenal. That's all it is.
No, exactly. He doesn't even have a dog in the fight. Oh, you know, he wants Liverpool to put Arsenal in their place.
Super Kev.
That's cool.
He knows I want his little tush. I've invited him on this show. You tell him. And yes, smash that clown. I mean, he's a good boy, Jamie. He's just misguided because obviously he's a Tottenham fan. So that got me all riled up because Jamie O'Hara and all his bullshit. Banter FC, that came back to banter him on the butt, didn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I just smile, Soph, because you know what? Sometimes it's not what you say. It's just the silence that will absolutely kill him.
Well, look, I'll be ready. You'll be working, so I'm not sure you're going to be able to make the post-game show because you'll be working.
If you do it later.
Should we do it later? So who says we should do it later so Super Kev can be on?
If you do it later.
They wanted me to get up and clap again, so I'm
yeah, if you've done it later, obviously because I'll be doing roundup for the show.
Let's
once
do it
I
later.
finish that, yeah, we can do it later.
Yeah, later. Yeah, I get the message, everyone. We're going to do it later, Kev.
Nice
so
one.
you can be on, of course. So
yeah. Great.
Okay, so predictions now. I got a bit of stick yesterday because apparently earlier in the week I predicted a draw and was it a draw or a loss? I can't remember, you guys.
I predicted 1-1. I want a win.
Me too.
Of course I want to win.
Can you guys remind me what I did? Because yesterday people said, oh, Soph, you've changed your mind. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I predicted a draw, I think. 2-2. You know what? I'm going 2-1. I think I did 2-1 last time. I'm going to stick with 2-1 to the Arsenal.
2-1. I reckon Arsenal are going to make a good account of it, and it's going to be a draw. I'll take the win any day of the week.
You know what I did, Kev? I took a draw on our points game, but tomorrow I'm going to go balls out, just like I did against Tottenham, and I'm going to say 2-1 to the Arsenal. Why not?
So let's go 1-0 to the Arsenal then, eh?
Is that what you're going to do?
Let's going to go 1-0 to the Arsenal then. Go on. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Harvey, yes, he's there. He's there right with you. All right, brilliant stuff from Super Kev tonight. What an amazing Kevin says. If you're not riled up, ready, raring to go for the game against Liverpool, against Anfield, I don't know what else to say to you. We will be back after the game. I went for a draw. Now I'm going for a win, Demsek.
Yeah.
I went for a
draw. Can change it, Can change it, Demsek.
Yes.
You're allowed.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Super Kev, we will be back. Balls and wood. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. I mean, we went there tonight as well, didn't we? Stay safe, all of you as well. We'll be back after the game tomorrow, not immediately after the final whistle. We're going to wait a little bit so Super Kev is ready as well after covering the game for Astro. I think that is the way to do it after tonight's show. Super Kev, you close it out for us.
Listen, squaddies, and everybody watching, whether you're Arsenal or you're not, you know them Scousers. We want them to be taken out. And you know what? We want our youngsters to take them out. Our youngsters are good. They're hungry. And they're determined to do the right things. We believe in them. So, again, this is another prove it moment. Significant moment. What a great way to start back after international duty and getting a result at Anfield. Squaddies, we're going to see you tomorrow. We love you. Sophie, hostess with the mostest, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And you know what? Squaddies, up the Arsenal. Come on, punch them in the face. At ease.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please stand clear of the discussion doors. The next stop is Highbury Squad.
More comments. I love you guys. End broadcast. Sure, fine. Why not?